Good evening, guys and girls. Rob with you here this evening, and we have Fast Drive football coming to you live and in living color. And we're gonna we're gonna see who everybody would like to watch tonight. What teams everyone would like to see play. That'll probably make things a lot more interesting. Probably. You know what? Not probably. This is more than a probably. We'll go ahead and pull this game out of the hat here. Notre Dame at Penn State. Looks like that would be a. Looks like that would probably be a 3-star ball game or 5-star ball game, whatever way you want to call it. We'll go ahead and get those two teams together. 5-star game all the way, I think. Notre Dame at Penn State. After this, we'll have Alabama at Clemson. We'll have those two teams playing each other, Alabama at Clemson. But we'll start off with Notre Dame at Penn State. Yeah. We'll start off with Notre Dame at Penn State. We'll see what happens with those two teams. It should be very, very, very interesting. If I'm picking a winner, I'll pick Notre Dame. And they get 1-star advantage here. So let's go. We'll go +1 with that. And we'll go Notre Dame against Penn State. All right. Okay. We'll make the red Notre Dame. What the heck? Penn State gets the ball first. So they'll get the ball, and let's do a kickoff. 15. 15 on a kickoff. Roll a D6 on an odd result. He's in the open. Okay. Will it be an odd result? It will be in the open. 5 or 6 now will be a touchdown. Whoops. And if it lands on the floor, it's not a touchdown. Okay, here we go. 4. Great field position for Penn State. All right. Great field position, Penn State. And we are ready. Here we go, folks. That'll be 2 dots. Just getting going here. 114. 114. Is it a 4 on offense? Nope. Is it an erratic offense? No. It's going to be a punt. So they're going to punt. All right. A punt of 11. Punt of 11. Is a return team electric? Notre Dame is semi-electric. Let's get a decider die. Find a decider die. 50-50 chance. There's one. There's one right here. Green. Are they electric or not? No. Semi-electric. So no, it did not happen. It was an 11 on a punt. So let's find out what happens here. 11 on a punt. Nope. Average field position for Notre Dame. Notre Dame average field position. Okay, here we go. 2 dots. That'll be a 256. I'm going to do like this, guys. I'm going to put a little angle to it so I can see better. 256. Welcome, one and all. Who all is here with me this evening? Let me put the comments up. There we go. Anybody wants to say something to us, I can. 256. Great field position? No. 1 on offense? Yes. Notre Dame field goal attempt. They will get a field goal chance. Field goal attempt, Notre Dame here against Penn State. 11-53. 24 is good. And it is 3-0 Notre Dame. All right. Kickoff time. It'll be a 12 on the kickoff. Kickoff of 12. Returner finds the same great field position, Penn State. All right. And that'll be 4 dots. Takes us 5 minutes left. Been a while since you done. It has. It's been over a month, my friend. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good too. So 346. Let's just hope we keep feeling this one. Great field position. Yeah, Penn State has great field position. Touchdown pass. Touchdown pass, Penn State. How about that? Extra point attempt. 11-64, 46. And Penn State is up 7-3 on Notre Dame. How about that? 7-3. And now it's a 66 on the kickoff. Average field position, Notre Dame. Once again, that is 4 more dots, and that'll take care of the first quarter. So let's see what's going to happen here. 246. 246. Dull offense or 2 defense? No. Touchdown. Runner runs around the corner. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Touchdown run. And 11-65. They can make it a 3-point game here. 22, it's good. And it is 10-7 at the end of the first quarter. Penn State now will get the ball starting the second quarter. Penn State, 66 average field position. Here we go now. 3 dots. 145. Did 2 fights. Yes, sir. Need to get Glory Days college football. You think so? 145. Do they have great field position? No, it's just average. 3 on offense. Nope. Inept defense. Nope. Field goal attempt. Field goal attempt. And this will be for Penn State, 11-46. 54. No good. No good. And Notre Dame now will have average field position. Let's see what happens. 2 dots. 244. 244. Poor field position, no average. Inept defense, no field goal attempt. Field goal attempt, Notre Dame, 11-53. 22, it's good. And they are up 13-7. Penn State now needs to do something to crank up things. 16 on the kickoff. Is a return team electric? They are not average field position. 2-2-3. 3 dots. 2-2-3. Undisciplined defense? No. Mild defense? No. Punt. Not many punts in this game so far. Punt. 61 on a punt. Average field position, Notre Dame. All right. 2 dots, leaves only 2 left in the first half. 1-2-5. Solid offense. Punishing defense. Stiff defense. No. It'll be a punt. Punt. 51 on a punt. All right. Average field position, Penn State. Now they can't have a 5 or a 6, or they'll be the end of the half automatically. 2. That'll be the 2 dots. This one into half. 156. 156. Poor field position, no. Average. Great field position, no. Average. Punt. And that will end half. End of half. But not before Notre Dame jumps out to a 13-7 lead. All right, Notre Dame gets the ball here in the second half. 36, average field position. Two dots to start the half. Be a 2-2-5. 2-2-5. Dull offense, new. Staunch defense, yes. It's going to be a punt. It's going to be a punt. $24 on a punt. Poor field position, Penn State. Three dots. 3-3-4. 2 on offense, no. Mild or undisciplined defense, no. It's just going to be a punt. Another punt. 61 on a punt. Average field position for Notre Dame. Three dots. 2-4-6. Dull or 2 on defense. Nope. Runner turns a corner. Touchdown run. Penn State. I'm sorry, Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Touchdown. And they can make it 20-7 here. 11-65. 41 is good. And it is 20-7 Notre Dame. Penn State now. They have got to crank it up. 55, average field position. 1 dot left in the third. 355. Prolific offense. Penn State, no. Inept defense, nope. Punt into the coffin corner. Punt. Being a coffin corner this time, though. It threw a 13 into the coffin corner. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, no, he should have let that one bounce in the end zone. That's a fumble. Fumble. All right. 1-3, the punting team recovers with great field position. Otherwise, it's poor field position. All right. All right. 1-3, the punting team recovers. 4, it's poor field position for Notre Dame. No turnover. All right. So that's the end of the third. We're going to the fourth. We'll take 2 out of that. And they did get a touchdown. Them being Notre Dame, Penn State gets nothing. And this will be 3. So we're going to the fourth quarter. It'll be a 1-2-6. Sean Layton still yet to find a football game that solos as well as any of the baseball games. Most seem to always have some kind of hidden info. Yeah, this is not bad right here. This is free. This one's free. Free download. Fast Drive college football. I've got a pro one over here too. This is for college. And it's got strength of the team up here too. Like strength 11, strength 16. Yeah. That kind of situation. So, what do we say? 1-2-6 for Penn State. Reliable offense, meek defense, nope. Shaky offense, nope. Aggressive defense, semi-aggressive. Let's see if a defense is aggressive. A dot will be interception. There's no dot. It's going to be a punt. $21 on a punt. 21 on a punt. It's going to be poor field position. Poor field position. All right. 4 dots for Penn. Let's see. Now this is this is Penn State now. Okay. 146. 146. Staunch defense. Yep. Punt. That's a punt now. 12 on a punt. 12. 12. No punt return. Electric. Nope. Average field position. Notre Dame. All right. They just want to run some clock. All right. How's it going, Arnold? 1 dot's all they ran, though. 266. 266. Passive defense? Nope. Clumsy offense? Nope. Active defense? Nope. Punt. Notre Dame did not run much clock that time. I wish they would have. 62. Penn State, 62 on a punt. Average field position. There's not going to be much chances here. 115. This is just about over, it looks like. Poor field position to porous offense. No. Undisciplined defense. No. It will be a field goal attempt. So they do get a field goal chance here. 11 to 46. 51. No good. Field goal attempt. No good. They could have tried a onside kick too, but it's not going to much matter now. 2. It'll be 2 dots with only 1 left. 126. 126. Reliable offense, weak defense, nope. Shaky offense, nope. Aggressive defense, nope. This will be a punt. They will punt the ball. I'm doing pretty good, Arnold. How you doing, my friend? 35 on a punt. And that'll be average field position for Penn State. And they only thing any good for them now is a 1 on the red. And time runs out. End of game. And this game ended at 20 to 7. Notre Dame. 20 to 7. Notre Dame. All right. I'll put this to the side for a few minutes. We might play another game in just a little bit. Right now, let's find out how everybody's doing out in YouTube land. First off, I've been playing 2-minute drill. There's a fast play football game. There's a free download as part of Mike Selleck's fast playing sports game series. Oh, okay. Very cool. If you're here for the first time, if you've got yourself a camera, got yourself a microphone, all you gotta do is say, Rob, I'd like to come online with you. We can interview you. We can see what you're all about as far as what type of gaming you like, if any. You may not like any. You may just like to come on and watch. You might be like, okay, I just like to watch pro football. But when pro football is not on, I like to catch the channel on, Rob, and just check out what you got going on. Not a problem. Not a problem. I like Major League Baseball, Rob. Have you looked at Glory Days College Football, Sean? Yeah. That's with Anthony Crooks. Feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better. Tested twice now, both times negative. So feeling much better. Darlene, I would say 75, 80% better. Maybe 85 even. She's went on record and told me, she said Saturday she's going to test. And we'll do that with her. Parents, Dad is resting well, comfortably. I think he's still got COVID. That's just my opinion. Mom, she's trooper and watching Dad. She may be over it by now. She may be over it, but so we'll see what happens there. So that's our second trip with the COVID bug. This time, not nearly as bad for me. I would think Darlene would say not nearly as bad for her. First time for the parents. My brother and his wife also have it. In same way as last time, same way with me this time. My brother doesn't seem to have the same symptoms as his wife. Now I think it's their second time as well. So we'll see how they're coming along. So I may get another game here in just a little while going. Let's see. Just now we had Notre Dame beat Penn State. We've got Alabama and Clemson. That's available to us. We got Oklahoma State. We got Cincinnati, Oregon. NC State, they've played so well. Boise State, NC State, that's available. Baylor, Ohio State, that's available to us. Pitt and Georgia. A&M, Texas A&M and Michigan. All of those games are this week's games. Minnesota, Iowa, Big Ten matchup, and they will play. Michigan State, Kentucky, BYU, Wisconsin, Wake Forest, Houston. That could be a good game. Arkansas and Army. Army has surprised a few people so far. They beat Oklahoma State and they beat Baylor. And right now they're sitting at 2-1. They lose to Notre Dame. They lost to Notre Dame, but they can win 6 games and make it in this playoff. There's going to be an 8-team playoff at the end. And if you make those 8 teams, 8's going to play 1 and so forth. And that's the way we're going to do it. Georgia, they've lost a game. Georgia lost, I won't say the very first game of the year, but they may have lost a second. Let's see. Georgia lost to NC State. Yeah, they're 2-1. So they definitely need to beat Pitt. Pitt right now is 2-1. They lost to Baylor. So that could be a big game. Ole Miss and Purdue. That's another one that could end up. Probably the loser of that game is out of it. Ole Miss, let's see, Purdue lost first game. They won in week 2 and lost in week 3. So they're 1-2. If they lose again, they're pretty much out of it. I would say Purdue is. Ole Miss, let's see if they've lost 2 already. If they have, they're pretty much out of it. They beat BYU. They beat Oregon. Let's see, they lost to Alabama. Yeah. So they're 2-1. So they're still in the middle of the hunt. If they can win week 4, be 3-1. They've got an excellent chance. They really do. And then there are some teams that's really, really don't. Started my Super Bowl tournament with fast drive football. Every Super Bowl winning team. Super Bowl winning teams. I bet some of those New England teams will be tough to beat. The 07 team, was it 07, I think? They're the team that lost. They're the ones that lost to the Giants. 07 or either 2010 team, one of those. I'll tell you what. They got a card that I don't think any team can match up against. They went undefeated that year, went all the way to the Super Bowl, then lost in the Super Bowl. They ran into a pass rush. And that was the one thing that New England could not slow down was a pass rush by the Giants that year. And that did them in. pretty much did them in. Got a storm all around outside right now. Hoping to have ourselves a preseason show very soon, next few days. Prediction show all the way. Who we think is going to win it all, who we think is going to make the playoffs, so forth. I've been rewatching some of our baseball, and my Angels pick doesn't look too good now. But I picked the Phillies to make the playoffs. I still think they will. I still think the Braves are a very, very dangerous team. I don't like the Dodgers as good now with Walker Buehler out for the year. Looks like Kershaw may be out for another month. That team's got some pitching woes right now, and that's a team that had the deepest pitching of anybody 2 months ago. Now they got some pitching woes. You just don't take somebody to take Walker Buehler's place. It just doesn't happen. You gotta like your Mets in a series too. When you can put Scherzer, DeGrom, game 1, game 2, game 4, and game 5, and game 1, game 2, game 4, 5, and then maybe 7. They may be able to get 5 starts in a series, which is nuts. Sean Layton says my Red Sox have made a dose a lot. They didn't do enough at the trade deadline. I'm a Red Sox fan. They should have went out. They should have went out and got 2 starting pitchers, and they didn't open the wallets up this year. They should have got Carlos Rodon from the Giants. I don't know who else, but they should have went and got Rodon. Rodon would have made all the sense in the world. They would have sold him. You would have had to give away something to get him, but they've got some pieces and parts right now that we'll see what ends up happening with the Red Sox. But this is not the year for them. The Orioles, they didn't do any buying. They're in the middle of the wild card chase now. They're going to regret it. If they end up making the playoffs, they're not going anywhere. They won't. Big market team trying to be a small market team budget-wise is a recipe for disaster. Well, Sean, the thing of it is, they were trying to cut back salary these last 2 years, and once they can get Chris Sale's contract off the books, then look for them to start buying some people. They need to get that infield set. They need to get Bogarts, Devers. They got to get them. They got to get them signed. Once they do that, they got the kid that came, the left fielder Verdugo. Excellent pickup. I think he's a great pickup. JD Martinez is probably gone after this year. Chances are they're going to go out and try to get a little less salary and a little more, and chances are they'll probably try to go get him a left-handed bat, a couple of big left-handed bats. I don't know who that would be. We'll see what happens. Jackie Bradley Jr. trade was not the best trade in the world. Getting him back, I don't know why they missed him to start with. He was not to answer when he left. What's up, Robert Bryant? He wasn't to answer when he left. So why the hell would you pay to get him back? NFL news. NFL released a statement along with the Browns, along with a couple of agents today. I think they will re-sign Bogey and Devers. Oh, I think they will too. They will have some money freed up, so hopefully our prospects at AAA will come along. Yeah, they're going to have to get some pitching now. If they don't go out and get them at least a pitcher or two, they're not. They can't stay with the. They can't stay with the Yankees. Deshaun Watson gets 11 games at $5 million, and he's still pissed. He's still angry. And that's the one little stickling point. If I was his attorney, I would tell him cut it to hell loose. Cut it loose. But he won't do it. He won't cut it loose. He won't let it go. And until he does, until he is willing to let it go, he's going to have a lot of problems. He's got to try to I don't know. It looks like to me he's tripping over himself too much. Alan Jackson died. Wow. That is a story. Wow. Have you heard that, Dar? Alan Jackson died. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. Wow. I knew he was in bad health. Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson's coming to Atlantic City October 7th, 2022. Wow. I have not heard. It's not on here yet. Alan Jackson death. I'm not getting it. I have not received that. It's not over the wire yet, Dwayne. Where did you just hear it? It is not over the wires yet. I saw something on YouTube the other day, but it was bullshit. It's not over the wires yet. It is not over the wires. It's not. Let's see. What's up, Travis Wilson? Yeah, I said all along he was going to get more than 6 games. I said all along. Dwayne March just came on the channel here, shook the channel by storm here. Reporting Alan Jackson has died. Let's see if it's holding water. I see it's R.I.P. Alan Jackson goodbye video, but it was 2 weeks ago. I saw that too. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. See if anybody else out there is. My wire checks here. It's not on Fox News. It's not on CNN yet. Generally, CNN would be on top of this. I'm not calling you a liar by any stretch, okay? Let's see. So I'm going to hold off before I report that, okay? What's going on, Travis? Travis up in Long Island, New York. If somebody else can find where we can confirm this, if you can find a second story to confirm it, we will report it. Right now, I'm not seeing it. If you look at .com, he is still. It's not a was yet. I'm not, like I say, I am not ruling anything out. I'm not ruling anything out Robert Bryant says, I have not found it. Nothing on Twitter, says Michael Peterson. Mike, are you home yet? Michael Peterson's been in the hospital now for the better part of a month. I'm not seeing anything, guys. I'm not seeing anything, so I'm not going to report it on the channel yet. Like for us to at least find 2 or 3 findings of it, and then once we're able to back it up, then he's still talking about going to some different crowds. Greenville, South Carolina the other night. Mike's still in rehab. Okay. All right. So we're going to hold off on that one. Michael, Travis, Robert, all looking it up as well. I'd seen something about that on YouTube the other week, and I was like, okay, I kind of looked into it a little bit, but not too deep. Had not heard anything. We'll be here for about 2 more weeks. Okay, we got you, bud. Well, I'm gonna be on here for a few more minutes at least anyway tonight. The Watson situation. Go back and watch my videos. Go back and watch my videos not a week ago, not a month ago, few months ago, couple months ago. Yeah. I know. Oh yeah, yeah, Michael. Chad Brown arrested in Saratoga this morning for pushing his girlfriend down the stairs. Travis sent me that this morning. Chad Brown is a horse trainer, and he pushed his girlfriend, a significant other, down a set of steps, down a set of stairs, and so he's facing some charges. I said over a month ago, Deshaun Watson was getting more than 6 games. Now I said 12 games. I missed it by 1, but the fine, $5 million, that hurt him. That hurt his feelings more. And they actually did a interview with him afterwards, and he's not remorseful in the least. He's not remorseful. He's not remorseful in the least. And still is shouting from the rooftops he's not guilty. Okay. At last notice, what I think of that is this: he should be going to trial. If you're going to fight it right. Fight it right. But you should be facing 25 criminal charges. How do you plead, Mr. Watson? I plead not guilty. And then you have those 25 women march out there one by one by one by one by one. You have each one of them come out there and tell, with the others behind closed doors, one at a time, and one can't listen to what the other one says. Ma'am, I want you to tell me what happened. Ma'am, I want you to tell me what happened. My bet is 23 or 24 of those stories are going to almost interlock and be like pieces of puzzle. Let him go to court. Let him clear his name. But if he's found guilty in a court of law, put his ass behind bars 5 years, 10 years. What the hell's wrong with that? What the hell's wrong with that? If you or me, either one, were found guilty of those crimes, we would be behind bars. This is, and I'm not going to bring up Brittany. I'll bring up Brittany Griner, but it's like peanut butter and jelly. Okay. Brittany Griner did shit in another country. Okay. She did stuff in another country. And she's facing 9 years now. And my only thought is, if they think he can get her out, send Pelosi's ass over and let her go get her. Worst thing they can do, what will they say? The worst thing can happen, they can put her ass in jail. Send Pelosi over. Pelosi can do something. If all she's good for is running her mouth, send her over there. And if they don't like her, put her ass in jail. Oh, Rob's on it tonight, folks. Now, I'm talking about put Pelosi's ass in jail. I'm saying send Pelosi over to Russia to get her out. And if they don't like what Pelosi says, throw her ass in jail with them. Yep. They can put her in there right beside Griner. They can sit side by side. They can talk about the good old days together. Griner's got 9 years. Send her over for any reason. It don't matter. Send her over to Russia. With her husband. Hell, her husband ought to be in jail in California. Oh, Michael Peterson's dealing with a CM Punk situation. Michael Peterson must be his lawyer. Oh, man. Mike's he's a lawyer on the side. So let's wrap this thing up about Watson, because he's not getting any more time. You either agree with me or disagree with me. This is what I think should happen. Don't give him any time yet. I think right now he should be able to play. Just before the start of the season, you go to federal court. You have him as a defendant, and you have all these women as witnesses for the plaintiffs. Plaintiffs being the state of Texas, state of Louisiana, state of Mississippi, and the state of Alabama. All four, and I think Arkansas may be in there too. So he went from state to state. So he would be, he could be found guilty in different states, or innocent. He could be found not guilty. So I would drop that 11 games. You're going to court. Now, if you plead not guilty, we're not going to suspend you yet. But if you're found guilty with a jury of 12 of your peers, your ass is not going to play anymore in the NFL. That would be my thing. No more. If you're found guilty, you're not going to play anymore in the NFL. You pled not guilty. So you're saying you didn't do anything wrong. Nothing. You did nothing wrong. How do you folks feel about that situation? Right now, put him back in the league. Let him play. Have his court case before the season starts. And if he's found guilty with 12 of his peers, he don't play football ever again. Is that unfair? Is that unfair? You tell me. And even the idiot Browns, well, if they want to pay him, they pay him. I don't give a damn. I don't care about that. If they're forced to have to pay him, make them pay him. I don't care about that. I'm saying we should not be susceptible to have to watch this jabroni. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, folks? Take too long, and then there are appeals. Well, the fact is that the appellate court is there if people want to speed up the process. Generally, people don't want to speed up the process because they're going to owe fines. They have to pay civil litigation. Most times, civil shit is involved. But am I wrong by saying if he's found guilty with 12 of his peers, that he should never play again? Browns fans are not going to agree with me. Most of them are not. Houston Texans fans are right now patting me on the back. I got 3 right here. I mean, come on. What does it take, folks? What do you have to do in this modern day age of NFL to be banned for life? To be banned for life, what does it take? Michael Peterson says, I don't want to see him play. I just want to see him go on trial. I want to see him get his rightful day in court because he's pleading not guilty. He's pled not guilty to all of this. I didn't touch woman number 1. I didn't touch woman number 2. I didn't touch woman number 3, all the way to 25. 25 women show up for court. I didn't touch any of them. I didn't touch any of them. I was not out of the way to any of them. It's not one person accusing him. It's not 2 people accusing him. There's 25, and they're saying it's even more maybe. They're saying there's still people coming out of the woodwork. But we know of 25 women accusing Deshaun Watson of this. 25. Are they all lying? Are they all lying, folks? Do they all see a payday? If he's willing to give up money to pay, deep down he's guilty. Let me ask you folks, how about this? How about this one? If you were not guilty, number one, would you find every avenue possible to go on TV, go online, anywhere, and shout from the rooftops, I'm not guilty. I didn't do this. I'm not guilty. I want my day in court. And if I'm found guilty with 12 of my peers, I'll do the time. But the evidence is not there. If you weren't guilty, would you be willing to open your wallet and say, what the hell? Here you go. Really? Really? Think about that. Think about it. Would you really be willing to do that? I don't know. But for him to open up his wallet, pay the fine. 11 games, he says, I accept it. But I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed. You can't be both. Okay? You can't be the little kid that cries wolf, right? You can't be the little kid that cries wolf, but then you're getting caught stealing somebody's ice cream. And then mama has to go pay the ice cream man twice for what you screwed up. Except in this guy's case, he's paying everything. It makes no sense to me. If I were not guilty, I would go on Fox News, CNBC, CNN, Sky Sports, Outkick, ESPN. I would go on every network possible and tell them my story from start to finish. And anybody that watches sports would know my story. Anybody that watches sports would know my story. And then when you go to court, you better have your shit straight. You better not forget anything because you've went out and done it. You've went out and told the world, this is how things went. Event to event to event to event. And anybody prosecuting is going to be watching that. And they're going to be taping it. And they're going to learn it. Start to finish, just as good as you know it. And you better have your story right. And you better be telling the truth, because if you got any little way that they can wedge in there, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. is an idiot. I've said all along he was an idiot. Okay? He's an idiot. Yeah. Welcome to anybody and everybody that's here tonight. If you'd like to come on with me tonight, just give me I'd like to be on. I'd like to come on live with you, and I will shoot you an email. That's all you got to do is give me your email address. I will shoot you an email. You leave YouTube. You go to your email account. You'll see an email that I sent you. It will invite you back in here. I can scoop you right back in here, have you on in here live with me in a couple of minutes. Travis comes on a lot with me. Michael Peterson comes on live. Tim Tribe Fan comes on a lot. Keith White comes on a lot. So, yeah, feeling much, much better. And I might stay on for maybe another 30 minutes. I don't know, maybe 45. I will see. I may go get me something to drink and then come back in here. But if you'd like to come on live with me, let me know right now. If you are a first-time guest, you do not have to be a subscriber to the channel. You do not have to be a subscriber. If you would just like to come in, discuss baseball, football. Travis likes to talk about horse racing. He's teaching us stuff about horse racing. Anything. College football is coming up. We're going to make our college football selections coming up very, very soon. If you want to come in, all you got to do is next to your name, put the word in, I-N, and I will invite you. You can come on the channel with me. I can have as many as 10 guests. Yes. What does my banner say? Yes. Now we can have 10. Yes, 10 guests. We can do it. And we can have a little color change. It's a little color in here tonight. Let's go a little blue here. Let's go just a little. Yeah, let's do that. Right there. Let's go with that. Robert Bryant says, let me in, Rob. Let me in. I can do that. I'll invite Travis while we're at it too. Anybody else that would like to come in, just let me know. We'll have you in here. And we can talk about whatever you'd like to talk about. I guess the hot topics tonight is obviously the situation with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun is just I don't know what to make of him. I really don't. He sometimes he just does not make any sense. Let's see if we'll invite Tim and we'll invite Keith. I don't know who all else is here, but I'll send those four. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Let me go get me a juice real quick. I'll be right back. I'm still drinking a lot of juices. Be right back, guys. You want more pizza, my dear? Also, big news today. I'm hearing Kyle Busch will not re-sign with Joe Gibbs Racing. He's not going to re-sign with Joe Gibbs Racing. By all accounts, a couple of Chevrolet teams, a Ford team, and a Toyota team still in the mix. We don't know where he's going, but it does not look like Joe Gibbs Racing is going to sign on with him or going to sign him to a contract. Let me open this bad boy up. These are just the right size for me right here. Cran grape. I like those. There we go. I sent some invitations out to people. Here comes Robert Bryant. Good evening. How you doing, Robert?
Hey, how we doing?
Some invitations out to people.
Saturday night, Mo Bandy is playing in Fort Worth.
Good evening. How you doing, Robert?
I was just
watching a little bit of TV.
I was just listening to Sirius seeing if they have anything on Al Jackson.
I have not heard anything.
I haven't either.
I have not heard anything. I generally have. I have not heard anything. I haven't either. So we'll see what happens here. And he must have flipped off. If I was to bet, might end up in the 45 car if Kurt can't come back. I think that's a great chance it happens. Right now, if I were gambling, if I were betting on anything, I tell you one thing. I'll tell you another one that could shock your world. What's up, Philip? At 88 car, at 48 car Allied, I am hearing that Allied, we're talking about NASCAR just for a second, Robert. The Allied Bank and Kyle Busch, somewhere along the way, has talked somewhere in the past about even coming over to Joe Gibbs Racing. If Allied and Kyle Busch are that close to each other, just even a little bit close, look, just look at the numbers for the year. 48 car has one win this year. His average finish is almost 17. They have got to get better. They have got to get. Hendrick and him get along fine now. That's the one thing. Ever since his son passed away, they've been tighter than ever. So that's what's reported. Long shots. If you want some real long shots, we know Childress actually locked. He actually locked Tyler Reddick's office up at RCR. He doesn't have an office anymore. That is not going well. That is not going well. He is still pissed at Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick did what he had to do his career. I don't blame him at all.
No.
I don't blame him. If you're taking care of your future, you got to do what you got to do. That's just what you have to do. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But bless you. I wonder if Tyler Reddick could jump into that 45 next year. It could happen. The 8 car, if it opens up a seat, then we see what happens. But we're not hearing Ty's name mentioned. And that's the crazy part. Ty Dillon, his name's not even mentioned to go in there. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if Grandpa just doesn't want to back him up. I don't know. I just do not know. But it makes no sense why he wouldn't go on and bring his grandson in there. But it doesn't look like he's going to. It looks like that 8 car may be open to a couple other people, which is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. You've been watching you was watching some baseball, you said earlier. Some Orioles?
Yeah, they lost.
Orioles lost today. Who they playing today?
Cubs 3-2.
Who they lose to?
The Cubs.
Cubs. And who they got coming up over the weekend?
They got Boston.
Are they at home?
Yeah, and then they got one game up in Williamsport.
Oh, okay.
Or Williamsburg.
Williamsport.
Williamsburg, where they're playing the World Series, the Little League World
Series.
Series.
That's Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
They gonna play up there, huh?
them in Boston are going up there to play. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Now, are they giving up a home game and just gonna let the little league kids watch it? Or
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're not giving up a whole lot of money then, because they're probably getting a ton of money from Williamsport to go up there and play a game.
Probably are. Yeah. They're not playing on the little league field. They're playing on
of course not. No.
the minor league team up there.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So there will be a stadium, but it just won't have a lot of seats.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the thing. They ought to have all the little league kids go in there for free and watch it. That'd
They
be
probably
great.
will do that.
Yeah. Now, what teams are left in the Little League World Series? Do you know?
I'm not even sure.
I don't like watching anymore. I think your fields are too small for these kids nowadays. I think they need to make them 75 foot. They go from 200 to 275 all the way around. Then we'll have a ball game. Whoever's left, guys, if you want to shoot it out here to us, let us know who the teams are left in the Little League World Series.
In Shelby, I was going to say in Shelby, they just ended the American Legion World Series.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, we got it here every year, American League World Series. American Legion.
Yeah, down in Charlotte.
In Shelby.
Oh, it's in Shelby. Okay. Is it a nice area to play them?
Yeah, oh yeah, they got a nice stadium at the high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico's taking on Mexico, and then what American teams are playing, I wonder. Still some American teams left. So are you ready for college football?
Myself?
Yeah.
I'm not a big football fan myself.
I got you.
I just watch it now and then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more into the baseball thing.
I got you. Yeah. Yep. Baseball. I'll tell you. Your Orioles, they should have made a couple of pickups right there at the deadline, because they're going to regret not having some more pitching if they do make it playoffs.
Yeah, they're like a game and a half out of the wild card right now. They're behind Minnesota.
Philip says that the final is still over a week away. Astros won 21-5 today. Who the hell did they beat them on? Let me see. MLB final scores. See, the Pirates are beating up on the Red Sox. White Sox, they beat the White Sox 21-5. White Sox have not showed me White Sox have not shown me anything this year. They really haven't. They really have not played well. How about the Cardinals? 13-0 over the Rockies today. 13-0. And Cubs beat the Orioles 3-2. Diamondbacks beat the Giants 5-0. Yankees are beating them. Blue Jays over the Yankees, third inning, 5-0 right now. Pirates over the Red Sox going into the top of the fourth, 4-0. Royals and Rays. The Rays are winning this game right now, 1-0 into the fourth. Mets and Braves tied at 0 going into the top of the third. And at 20 of 10 tonight, the Nationals are playing the Padres tonight. A one-day game tomorrow. The Brewers are going to be heading to Chicago to play the Cubs tomorrow. Red Sox, like you say, are heading to Baltimore. Mets are going to the Phillies for the weekend series. 4-game series in 3 days. They're going to play a doubleheader on Saturday. Reds going to be playing the Pirates tomorrow. Blue Jays and Yankees. Royals at the Rays. Angels at the Tigers. White Sox at the Guardians. Astros going to Atlanta. That should be a heck of a series all weekend long. Houston down there. Rangers at the Twins. Giants at the Rockies. Mariners at the A's. Nationals at the Padres, and the Marlins at the Dodgers. Sean says the Yanks are skidding big time. Yeah. Their last 15 games, weren't they 3-12? 3-12, I think. Dodgers go out and pick up this kid from the Yankees that was, won't even hitting his weight. What was he betting? About 150 or 160 or whatever. Not even that good. And he was the kid that came from the Rangers, Joey Gallo. And he's starting to hit for the Dodgers. The Yankees press was putting too much pressure on his kids. And that's a problem, guys. That is a problem. They've only scored 1 run in the last 40 innings. Yeah, they have not scored well. Phillies have only scored just a few runs in the last 25, 30 innings. Shutout yesterday in 9 innings. 1-0. I mean, that's a tough loss. When your starting pitcher goes 7, gives up 3 hits in 7 innings, then you bring a bullpen in and they find a way to lose it. That's tough losses. You can't afford that. Walker Buehler found out yesterday he's out for the year for the Dodgers. That's a huge loss. I mean, you can't afford to lose your number 1 pitcher anytime, but you really can't afford to lose your number 1 pitcher after the trade deadline. And, you just can't afford to have that happen. Sean, would you like to join us? See if Sean would like to join us tonight. See what's going on in the world. We're not going to stay too much longer anyway. We'll stay a little while. I got to go outside and take care of a couple items before bed anyway, too. It's just starting to get dark here.
So, Rob, everybody's doing better?
Yeah. Darlene is, I would say 80% over it. She's still like coming out. Hurt my eyes there. She's still coming along, but she is. She's. I'd say 80-85% better, and then my parents. Dad is slow. He's slow getting to it. He's probably, I don't know, maybe 60% better. Mom's probably close to 80% better. She's doing a whole lot better than we've. Somebody's calling me. Uh-oh. I don't like it. Never like it. It looks like I'm going to have to end up going. Geez. I'm going to have to end up leaving, guys. Yeah. You got to go down the street and see what's happening. I want to wish everyone a good evening. I hate to cut you short, Robert. We got to take off and go check on my parents and see how things are going. I will be back again tomorrow. I will try to. And I got Fast Drive Football up on here. I may even come back tonight and play. So if I do, You guys hang tight. If not, have a great, great night. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. And I just got to get going here, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.